Hi everybody, time for 10-minute Technology Tuesday. Now we're going to start part 2 of our Excel tutorial. Last week we worked on a spreadsheet. I'm trying to have you create a schedule of sorts for next year, at least that's my goal, in showing you all these cool tricks. So a quick review of what we did last time. We created this time by typing out and entering the data in here. We centered it, we bolded it. We were able to move our columns up and down. We're able to move our rows up and down. We're able to edit inside there by using up here in this bar or right into there. We're able to do those things. I wanted to show you one more cool thing about this that I didn't show you last week. As far as row or column width and row width, of course, here's a little trick. If I double click right here, it'll automatically go to where it's supposed to go, or at least as big as the data that's in it. If I automatically double click. So you see there's space right here. If I double click on this line right here, it'll go within exactly with the biggest word. Now if I had a really big word right here, it would only go in that far. I could do the same thing with the rows. If I double click, it's going to automatically adjust. So I thought that was a cool feature that I didn't show you last time. So we're back into our spreadsheet, and I've added a little bit more data that you might be wanting to do in your schedule for next year. I put in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm guessing that's kind of what you do. I put in the subjects. Now, a high school teacher, yours will look a lot differently. Maybe you'd even be able to get your lesson plans in. I'm thinking right now that this is really just a schedule for our elementary teachers and what they do for each day. So I typed in some of the things that you might have in your class, and I typed them in each square. You could see I used the square for each. I want to talk specifically about appearance today. So we're going to talk about how we can color and shade these in. And I want to give you an example of what that might look like when I pull up my own schedule. So this is the schedule that I've made for school. Oh, let's pause. Lost the schedule there for a minute. So I'm back. Here's the schedule that I've made for my physical education classes. And see how easy it is for me to see that the purple ones are 4th grade and the blue ones are kindergarten and yellow is 1st grade and the orangish is 2nd grade. See how easy that is for me to see? And over here is my times and here's my date. So that's how I created my schedule. So I'm guessing that's something that you might want to be interested in as well. Like maybe the reading would be a specific color. Now there's a couple ways you can do that. You can go right up here and choose a color from the paint collection. So it's already showing you what it might look like as I hover over them. So I'll just choose this for that color. But as I was preparing for today, I noticed that there's some things right over here that will make you do it a little bit faster. So I'm going to go into this one right here into science, and notice I just hover over that and it shows me what it might look like. If I click on it, it'll change it to that. If I go to this one and I want to go to here, I hover over it, it'll change it. So it not only changed the background as in the paint fill, but it also changed the font to be that color. I thought that was a really neat feature that I had not seen before. So that's one thing that you might want to do. All of the read alouds would be this color. All the math sequence would be that color. All the social studies would be that color. All the lunch would be that color. Be easy for you to read. Another thing you might want to do, we talked last time about centering within in the cell and also centering up and down within the cell. But I noticed something that, again, preparing for today that I was not aware of. You can use these right here, and as I hover over it, it says decrease the index space. So it's like an indent, but within the cell. So it's not centering, it's just like tabbing over. So I go like this, it tabs it over. If I go one more time, it tab it over again. To get back, I'm going to go back over this way. I thought that was an interesting thing that I'd never seen before. I thought this was pretty cool if you wanted to get fancy with yours. You can change the orientation of your data. Now, these are just titles, so maybe you want to put it like this. Maybe you need to be able to put your information in a real small space, and so you need to use that cool way of turning it to the side, or maybe this way. I was aware that you could do it this way before, that I've known, but I didn't know about these other things, so I learned something today myself. So that's another thing about the presentation of it. We could go on and on. Here's another way to get it in the vertical or rotate the text. I'm going to get it back to regulars by just clicking it. So I could do undo, but I just clicked what it was. Let me do that again. So here it is. I don't want it that way anymore. I go back to where it is and click that, and it went back to the straight way. A couple more things that you might want to do with your data. See how we talked about these text being too big for the box, and I showed you how to make the column bigger. Well, there's something else that you can do that might help. If you have to type a lot into that box, you want to use this right here, wrap text. So I'm going to choose wrap text, and as I do that, see how it went down to the next line. And if I keep on entering information, it'll wrap it all the way down. So I think that's kind of cool. I'm going to get rid of those, highlight them, and delete. All right, so that's wrap text right here. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, that the lunch recess is longer than a 30-minute block. There's a couple things you can do for that. You can change this time to be something different. You can also combine cells. It's called merge cells. So I'm just going to pretend, we really know this is not true, but I'm going to pretend that lunch and recess equals from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. So I highlight that area. Now I'm going to go up to here, and I'm going to choose, right here, and choose merge cells. Now when I merge cells, this becomes one cell. Both of these have become one. I'm going to choose also wrap text, and there I have it. I'm going to get that information right in the middle. So now these two have just become one cell. Where over here in Tuesday, they're still separate cells. So one cell. Okay, another thing that you might want to do as far as the presentation of it is you might want to make this bold. And these are the same things you might use when you're using Word. Hit bold, and it makes it bold. If I want to change the font size, I don't know if I showed this last time, I think I might have. You just click the upper arrow, or you want to make it real big, just choose what you want. Make it smaller. We talked about this, making the color on the inside good, or whatever, change it to what you want. You can also change the text to whatever you want. That'd be like the long way. These are the shortcut ways. Here's a little bit longer, more specific, more detailed. If I wanted to copy a cell, and I think that's something you'll want to do, if you have read aloud every day from 8:30 to from 8 to 8:30, you could do a couple things. You can scroll all the way across and merge those cells. So now you'll know that between 8 and 8:30 every day, it's read aloud. Or you could copy that, and I'm just going to do right click, copy, and I'm going to go into the cell I want, and I can hit enter, and it'll be entered. See how it just went over because that was longer than the Tuesday? I could also do right click, no, I got to wait till I get the magic bars here, copy. Right, so this is, see these bars going around? That means I'm ready to, it's copying it. If I wanted to highlight all of these and then hit enter or paste, it'll go into all of them. I'm going to undo that and do it one more time for you. So this is highlighted right now because I chose right click copy. I could go into here and I could right click paste. Maybe I only wanted just the word in there, not that color. So see how that was the choice? I'll do it one more time. So I can right click paste. It'll go right exactly the same. Or another choice might be with a white background. And there's some other things if you have formulas in there. Or maybe you just wanted the color back there, not the word. I'll choose this. Get it equal again. And the other way I said was highlighting it. See, it's still going around. It's still being ready to copy and paste. I'll just hit enter. So a little bit about copy and paste. I suspect that you'll want to do that and put signs wherever you want. I suspect that you'll also want to be merging cells. You'll want to make them bold. You want to make them easy for you to read. You want to use wrap text. I think that's probably enough for you, and that's about all we're going to do for today. Well, go through it one more time. We colored cells so they're easy to do. We did that by the paint bucket, and also here are these preset things. We copy and pasted cells. Copy and paste. We made them bold. We made them different sizes. We reviewed on how to make them right justified, left justified, centering it. We wrapped the text, made it so it went like almost as an enter, so it went down to the next line. We did merge cells as well. I'm just going to wrap that text right there as a reminder of what to do. Oh, no, I can't see that very well, so what I need to do is either decrease the size of my font or make it bigger by going out like this. I also showed you a shortcut on how to make these cells bigger by just double clicking. It automatically sizes it for you according to what you have in it. Well, I think that's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed this section of 10-Minute Technology Tuesday, part 2 of Excel. Bye.